Welcome everyone to my channel, and today we will review to talk about whole series of ACOTAR. What is a beautiful story of ACOTAR, story of love and loyalty. I'm enjoying a lot reading this series. It's definitely worth your attention, and of course millions and millions of readers enjoy these books. It's really cool series, I will tell you. Since I already finished all these books, I have to say something. So let's start short with each book. And this book, I love it a lot. It's only beginning. It's already a lot of intrigue was, and you just so enjoy to read about this love, about this beautiful fairies, about many challenges what his main character had, and intrigue about future love, because here when show up present and you're already thinking, probably it would be already some lovely twist with the horizon, right? This unforgettable book for sure. And next it's our second book, and I love it a lot too, because here is how you need support and understandable mate, and it's so sensitive and so touchable book, and for sure I love this book too. Next book, what was disappointed for me, because next book it's mostly about war, and how I said before on my videos, if you haven't seen, please watch it. I did a review of each book, and you would see that this I don't like, because it's mostly about war, and love fantasy I prefer read about love. And next book, it's what I say in bonus book, because if you're thinking that you want a little bit Christmas mood, this book definitely for you. It's bonus book, and if you wouldn't read this book, it would be nothing change, you wouldn't be nothing miss at all. So this disappointed book too. And my favorite book from whole series, because here is what I love a lot. It's love, sex, loyalty, mentally problems, what I love. And growth, and meditation, and fighting, different challenges. It's everything here: friendship, sisterhood, and many problems, many situations. What is interesting, tricky, and you want to just read and maybe learn something, maybe enjoy. Everybody finds something to themselves. I'm happy that Sarah didn't make a few books from this one. So this book is definitely worth your attention, and I like it a lot. This is my favorite book. So I start from what I extremely disappointed of this book. It's that here in each book you will find something from the stories what you already heard about this, right? I understood that Sarah probably took some idea from the different kind of fairy tales or legend or something like this, right? But still it's too many of them. I understood that, for example, Harry Potter, probably Rowling was inspired by witches or kind of this stuff, but here I would say it's too much inspiration. I even make a list what I find, which fairy tales I find in these books. So first it's Cinderella. We remember Fairy and her two evil, angry old sisters. Next it's Beauty and Beast, right? It's Tamlin and Feyre. Next it's Elena Beauty from the Troya. It was beautiful Elena from the Troya, and she was stolen, and how it's starts the Troya war, alright? And here it was the same. Elaine, it's even the same names, was stolen, and it was start kind of the war, right? Next, Valkyria we know here, after even they didn't try to change the names. Next it's Bible. When you remember from the Bible, when Moses took his people and crossed the ocean, so here it was totally the same legend, just different character, but everything was totally the same. Come on. Fourth book, it's about Christmas. It's even all traditional, the same how we have in the Christmas. I mean, okay, at least you could like add some interesting, different, creative tradition, right? No, it's like how we do Christmas, just like characters in this book do solistas, something like this. Next, it's the Swan Princess. Was remind me this queen who was captured by Kashey, and she was lived all the time in the lake, and she was during the day bird, during the night she was a human, right? And actually it's remind me both it's the Swan Princess and plus Shrek. There was Princess Fiona, right? We know about this. And next, what is I was surprised that it was fairy tales of the Russia. It was Russian old fairy tale. It's Кощей of Deathless. Кощей of Deathless is Кощей Бессмертный in Russian fairy tales. It's even the same name here. Just translate from the Russian to English. Next, who I was always surprised to notice here, it's Кощей's sister who is living in the forest in this creepy house, and when its fairies come to her, she eating them. And what it remind me? Oh yes, it's a Russian fairy tale, Baba Yaga. So it's only what I find. Probably you'll find even more than me. If it's true, just like left you comment. Let's see from how many legends and fairy tales was inspired Sarah that write this book. Okay, this beautiful series, it's really interesting. It has some intrigue. It's some you can learn it from this, and it's definitely worth to read it. But sometimes I just thinking that I read in one fairy tale and afterwards next and next and next, it's just like different character but the same like idea and same fairy tale. So that's what it was for me very disappointed. Another what it was that many situation it was totally illogical. It's many weak characters, or they start to be kind of looks like strong, and eventually they became weak, who doesn't know what they're doing, how to help, what to do. It's many stuff just like from the luck they have. And what it was for me very annoying that all these books, it's kind of doesn't make sense, because Ryzen, if you remember, he is influence of the minds of other fairies and humans, so he can like finish wars even when they don't start yet. He could help plenty of people and fairies. He could make support from the other lords, right? Probably it wouldn't be so moral true, but for what it's so many challenges what it was characters doing in this book, when you have only one character who can like this change whole world and whole minds for the better, right? So all the time when I was reading this book, I just had a question, why Ryzen don't do anything, just crying and crying and crying. In general, he was a lot of crying. It's the most crying man what I ever met in the book. He all the time crying, and he never use his power, what is can change a lot, like everything can change almost. But probably easy to cry than to change it. And at least of course it would be 5 books writing. In general, I kind of don't understand for what makes these powerful characters and afterwards makes them so useless and create even more powerful and more powerful. Laughing from this immortals who is okay, fairies who is immortals but easy can be die, and another this immortal gods of the death who is easy die, just like broke their neck and they died. How God can be died? By broken neck. So I think it was briefly about my pain while I was reading this series. I mean, okay, I was enjoying, I had a good time, but it was a lot of annoying moments and very illogical. And at the end, it was already very boring, and I was hope that at least 5th book would be very good. And okay, here after wasn't disappointed me. And the 5th book, I would say the best. And if you if you haven't read 4 books, you can only read this, and I would say that you very enjoy, because here you will find everything. It's like challenges, it's strong characters, kind of right? It's a lot of spice scene. It's love, it's patience, it's loyalty, it's problems with sisterhood, problems with different kind of relationship, it's growth, it's meditation, it's how its character, what is like this journey when its character is changing from the beginning to the end. This like book what is really worth your attention, even if you haven't read these other books. So yeah, if you haven't read this series, please read, enjoy how I was enjoying, but still it's some issue what it was read a little bit sad. So it was my briefly talks about this series. I try as fast as I can to talk about these books, and if you like my videos, please subscribe my channel and write your comments. What do you think about this series of the book? And see you on my next video.